Hey everyone, Speed Generations here, and today we have the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 4-pack, which I'm actually really excited to open up here because we have a light up Sonic and Shadow, and a new version of Tails, and not really new anymore, Knuckles. Everyone thought he'd only be like exclusively new to the pack, and that's the only way you could like obtain him, considering some people probably just want the Knuckles. I definitely know people have wanted the light up ones, so I think people care more about the light ups and Knuckles. I mean, Tails is pretty decent looking too, so we'll see when they're more out of the box. But over here, we have Sonic's render. Over here, we have Shadow's render. And yeah, the Try Me tags are on both sides. So when you remember, guys, if you see one not working and you see a Try Me tag still taped to the other side, please take care of that, and then they'll work. I had to test this pack out before I could review it, or if I had to trade it in or something. Sonic plus Shadow, light up. That's the two up there, then Knuckles right here, and Tails right here. Let's just get into this already, because I am really excited to actually open up this pack. I also really like the background, that's why I wanted another one for in box. So beautiful. Okay, so quickly for anybody who hasn't seen this, there's a Sonic the Hedgehog 3 logo on the side. A lot of videos don't really show you that, so that's what's right here when you have the box. It looks like it does connect. That's why they kind of have the little thing going out to the box for the Try Me thing, so I see that now. Okay, here we have all of them out of the box. We're going to start with Knuckles and work our way around. But first, here's the little instruction manual that you get with these, and that Sonic and Shadow will be able to change their batteries, which are these things. I don't even have any of these, so I need to go buy some when I can if these two die out eventually, which they probably will. So we're going to scoot these other three out of the way, and we're going to start with Knuckles here. Okay. So here we have Knuckles here. He's a little too big for the camera, you can see. All right, there we go. So he's exactly the same height as what you would see like in the Knuckles show, or should I say the Wade Whipple show, and Sonic Movie 2, and going to be Sonic Movie 3. This height length is so correct here. I love that. Compare him with the others, which I'll do real quick here. Here's Tails compared to him, so height is pretty good with these guys. With Sonic here, pretty good. I also meant was the 4-inch and 5-inch scaling between them two as well. The 4-inch one kind of just scales with the others pretty well, like with Sonic, and this 5-inch Knuckles scales 10 times better with the others, and you know, stuff like that. So, yeah, that's what I meant. I didn't really think about putting that 4-inch Knuckles next to him until after. Again, my brain's kind of dead since it's like nighttime, so you're going to hear me screwing up and messing up a lot, but I apologize for that. And with Shadow here, also pretty good. So, yeah, the articulation now. So, obviously, he cannot move his head a full 360 here, but that is because of his dreads being in the way, so you cannot do anything with his head here. As it goes for his arms, you'll be able to get like somewhat of an articulation out of it. So it's not much, obviously, because this dread back here is preventing you from doing so. And like I said, for the most of the 5-inch figures, when they have open hands, Knuckles does too. So he can open his hands and close his hands as well. So it's for both sides here. Same thing goes for that. He's got the torso piece down here for articulation, and that can move a full 360. Oh, that doesn't look right. Let's turn him around before YouTube does something. Okay, so yeah, you can do that, but I wouldn't suggest it because that's not going to look like that's his tail anymore. But yeah, you can move that full 360 around. As it goes for the legs here, he's got two separate pieces here for his leg joints, so you can kind of, you can't really do something with that, but it looks like this can do something. You can kick back and forth here. As it goes for these, Knuckles has the same thing here, where you know, he can take these up and have them stand like that, but they don't stand well like this. They stand well like this, so they have a lot better withstanding when they're not like this. Just so you guys can clarify with that. Okay, so we're gonna move on to some of the problems that people had with this Knuckles. The Knuckles, here's problem one. Knuckles had a Morocco-like feel around this area. So we're going to test that out and see if that theory is correct for mine. If not, mine is different, and Target didn't send me a pack that was literally broken. So let's see. No, it's just a normal articulation you hear from this because it's clanking back and forth here. So our Knuckles is good here. He's pretty much all good. We're going to see what the glossy eyes glass things here. To me, it looks like it's kind of cutting off, like the shadow figure did. I don't know if you can tell, but it's cutting off a little bit, which I don't know. I don't like that much. I didn't notice it really at all with Shadow at first until I looked back at him again, and I didn't really notice that. So, yeah, these right here, Jakks, I think you need to re-release. Well, when you do re-release this Knuckles for Wave 2, I think you need to fix the eye problem. There's a few with that specific eye problem that I just don't like, with how the eyes like cut off in a certain way or direction or whatever. So it'd be nice if you guys could fix that. I'd appreciate that. So there you go. That is our Knuckles 5-inch figure, and honestly, he's not too bad at all. I like this one. So I literally pre-ordered it with the whole wave. I'm screwed. Well, guess I can keep the Knuckles in box. But yeah, there you go. There's Knuckles. I almost forgot. Comparison to the 4-inch Knuckles here. Really, it's all it is kind of just scaled up, glossy eyes, and overall kind of better articulation compared to this Knuckles here. So there you go. We're going to save the best two for last. So we're going to go with Determined Tails next. Honestly, I like this look on Tails better than I do the old one from Wave 1 here. So here's the comparison, and you'll probably see what I mean. Honestly, I usually don't mind like open mouths, which it's fine with me half the time, you know, because like I really don't mind it. As long as it just doesn't look off place, then I don't care, right? But something about this look, it just doesn't suit well with me, and it's kind of soulless. Like it's staring into your soul forever, watching you. Alright, enough with that. So I feel like the closed mouth plate here does a lot better for it. Even like the new like look here for his eyes where he's like angry and stuff. I like that a lot better than the old one here. And let's see. These eyes do not kind of close off, I don't think, do they? No, they don't. And on the old Tails, they didn't anyway because of where his eye placement was. So that wasn't really, you know, kind of there in the first place. So Tails never had that problem to begin with. He was all set. Just this one's going to probably feel a little off place. I don't think it is. It might be, but I don't think it is. Yeah. It's not really that off place, I don't think. No, it's not. Okay. So, any problems with the 5-inch Tails? From what I'm seeing, like the Determined one, from what I'm seeing, not really. It's just this arm right here that I'm having trouble with. It kind of seems like it's going off or something. I don't know. Look at it. It's kind of weird. It doesn't look like this. Uh-oh. I don't know how to fix this. So I'm going to try not to mess with it, but it looks like his arm is in like bad condition here when they sent the pack to me. Maybe I do have to get a refund after all, but I'm just going to wait until the arm breaks off. And once it does, I will probably get my refund then, but... Okay, so the butterfly joints are still within all these figures, by the way. I forgot to mention that with Knuckles. So, as it goes for the articulation, just the arms here, the open hands as well. So same thing as like the normal tails here, and then the same thing under the shoes. Both of these tails are articulated so you can do whatever you want with them, meaning you can have him stand properly. His head can move a full 360, I think. Yes, it can. And so there's both of those tails. And let's see here. We have Tails from Sonic Movie 2 for the 2 4-inch figures. Honestly, what's wrong with this one, by the way? He's got really big eyes for some reason. Honestly, these two beat them by a mile, and the fact that this variation of Tails exists is kind of weird, when they could have literally just slapped a different look on him instead of giving him like something else. But I mean, Jakks did better with this one for the time around instead of Sonic 2. But I still really appreciate that. They took another step and did pretty well at it. It's just my Tails' arm. I don't know if anyone else has this problem or there's something wrong with their tails. But it's weird, and it keeps doing that. Alright, like I said, I'll worry about it sometime. I'll probably go get it fixed or something. So there you go. That is Tails. Okay, so we're going to move on to Sonic now. Alright, so for Sonic here, he's pretty much quite different, actually. He's really different compared to this new one over here we got. So this one has like more of an open eye expression to tell that this Sonic isn't just, you know, like this, where he's like serious and whatever. It's more meant to be like, oh, look at this, that Sonic does have 2 separate eyes in the movie, unlike the video games. So that's where they distinguish the differences between here. Obviously, you can see that they did try to put the same things on this Sonic as the other one, and I don't know, was this... My phone hates me, by the way. Keeps falling. So, back to what I was saying. That these two Sonics, like I said, are completely different from each other. This one's got, like, the button, and it's actually got the full spikes to, like, light up. And inside the glossy eyes, it's got the light up for the eyes. I'm unsure, though, like, was this one that was originally planned to be the, Sonic that had, like, the light up effect? Because, like I said, it looks like it, so I'm not sure. As it goes for everything else, the eye plates are different. This mouth is now closed, and this mouth is open. Let's see here. He's still got the butterfly joints as usual, but this time you can see like a little screw right there, like where they were going to put, or around him to, like, you know, keep him safe. Back here, there's like a little hole here, so he does not have a waist articulation because of that. As it goes for down here, everything is basically the same. So the only difference here is the whole head sculpt and the body sculpt, as it goes for both of these guys. So, all right, now this one just will light up, obviously. I really like that, though. Reminds me of that talking movie Sonic as well. Looks awesome. Love this figure. So my problem with this one, by the way, is this arm. It feels too tight on it. I don't know why. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that again. But it, like, feels too tight for some reason. I don't know why or what for. Kind of annoying, but like I said, I'll figure out something with that as well without trying to break them. So let's see here. Sorry if I'm like out of it right now. I'm like, it's very late at night that I'm recording this, so I'm gonna feel so out of it compared to what I'd feel in the morning. I was supposed to film this in the morning and I didn't, so that's kind of on me for that there. I feel like maybe this one was supposed to be the original release, maybe, for the Sonic when they're planning it. Because look at this expression compared to this expression. I don't know, though. They look exactly the same anyway as, like, both of the figures. It's kind of just, you know, that way. So as it goes for anything here, Sonic does not have any of the missing eyepiece or whatever it was up on the glass plate. So that's amazing. I didn't mean to press that again. But yeah, it's amazing to know. So Sonic's all good. This Sonic was good anyway because his eyes didn't really go up that way. So there you go. There is the light up movie Sonic compared to that one. Here's just a standalone look at him. We already went over everything. The articulation's kind of just the same here as the old one. Can do the same things just like the original 5-inch release. So still be on the lookout for those single carded light up stuff, by the way. That's coming to the UK. Was not aware of that. So yeah, there's Sonic. Here we have the Ultimate Life Form, or as he likes to call himself, the Ultimate Life Form. Now, Shadow here has a problem with this arm as well. It's really tight as well. So my Sonic and Shadow have the biggest problems out of all of them, and Tails seems to kind of as well. Everything else on this figure looks great, so the articulation will just be the same again. The open hands, just like the Sonic did. The kickback, the butterfly joints on this guy, stuff like that. The head will not move at a full... The head will not move at a full 360. I don't know what it is blocking it, but I think it could be something to do with maybe the spikes that's like blocking it. I'm not positive. Now, as it goes for, did they fix the upper eyes here for Shadow? Yes, they did. So this looks a lot better now compared to the old Shadow. Here's the old Shadow, by the way, for comparison. You can see that there's a missing part of his eye that they didn't even bother to do. So this one's a bigger step up. I honestly think if you guys wanted any of these, I'd say, well, if you don't even have the 5-inch like normal Wave 1 releases, I'd say go for the 5-pack. This 5-pack seems way more worth your money than just them single released, because like some of them aren't the best, some of them have so many quality control issues, stuff like that. I mean, this 4-pack is like not, I'm not saying it doesn't have quality issues, because yes, it does. My Sonic, Shadow, and Tails do. My Knuckles is perfectly fine, but I mean, like I said, I could always try to fix them. But if yours ends up being one of the good packs that doesn't have anything wrong with all of them, then there you go. You'll have the best looking 4-pack out of, I guess, some other people. I don't know what to really say about that one. But I'm just glad to have finally a 5-inch Knuckles and a better looking Tails, and these two, because these two are so amazing, and I see how they are in the dark and they look so good. So you know what? Let's turn the lights off for for the final part of the video, and we'll end it. Okay, we are in complete darkness now, and let's see how they look in the dark. Oh my... Oh, I love that. Sonic is like way more brighter than Shadow is, unfortunately, but I still love that. Oh, that is perfect. I like that. Shadow takes a little longer, however, from what I've seen, but I love that about these guys. They're so cool. Alright, that ends today's review. I will see you all in the next review, or whatever I do next, which I'm unsure about. But I'll see you on the next one. Bye.